Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Tyler Lurie podcast. On this episode, we got none other than Jen Faber, a.k.a. Energenic, Jenergy, Jen A, J Fabes, Jennifer Faber.
So many nicknames.
What's up, Jenny?
Hey, what's up, Tyler? How are ya?
Nothing, I'm good. I love the shirt you got on.
Yeah.
Survived the Lurie Fit 90-day challenge.
Yes,
and
yes.
not only did you survive it, Jen is actually the first annual winner of the 90-day challenge. Whip out that belt real quick, Jen.
Oh, all right. Don't mind if I do.
She skilled it. She complete body transformation. Beautiful. Look at that.
Love
Real
it.
gold, real diamonds.
Yes, real diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes, worth millions.
Emeralds. Yeah, well, you can't even put a price on it. That's
Beautiful.
how special it is.
Absolutely. I agree. Totally agree.
Anyway, me and Jen have been training now for, I've been training with maybe almost 4 years.
Yeah.
I first met you, well, I've known you for a while. We'll go back into that. But as far as training is concerned, we started training, I think you came to Mutant MMA when I was teaching and managing there. I remember you came and you were like, Tyler, I can't believe you're doing this. Your classes are going to be awesome. I
You,
was like,
you didn't remember me, though.
well, I mean, it's not like we went to high school and we're in the same grade or anything.
I had to get you for that.
Listen. We did go to high school together. I was in all the gifted and advanced classes, so I don't think you were. Wait. No, that was you. That was in all those classes. Yeah, I wasn't in your class, like AP. Yeah, I was in like NAP, non-advanced placement.
I can't.
I definitely did not go there. But you came into Mutant MMA. I remember you were like, I want to work out, and your friend who lived locally. She was taking the class too, and she brought you.
Nancy, shout out. Hey,
Shout out, Nancy.
thanks to Nancy.
Yep. Shout out to Nancy. And I remember you came and we were having like fun. We were doing workouts. You're like, this is so great. This is what you're going to do. You're so passionate. You love it so much. And you're like, I wish I could do something in fitness. And I'm like, yeah, you never know. Maybe, possibly one day you can. But you're like, I don't think so. I went to school for a bunch of other things. But I really love fitness. And also the first gym that I started teaching at, well, it was Hollywood, but now it's called
Life Clubs.
Life Clubs. That's where you were like a lifetime member at.
Right.
You've been going there since you were like
15.
Your mother's been bringing you to the classes,
Oh, yeah.
sweating it out.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
all the same people there, the same instructors.
Since I'm 16, my mom put me in that spin class, tortured me.
And Jen was always loving it. And when she came to train with me, I was like, all right, Jen, you ready to let's make it change. Let's really change your body. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but you were like, you work so hard. You're like, I look the same basically as I did in college. I want to really
Exactly.
take it to a next fitness level.
Exactly.
And like we really examined it and we worked on dieting and cardio and kickboxing and your body changed. Like after that first 90, because I opened up my own gym after and you signed on and we started doing the 90. And after that 90, you got super focused with the prepping of the food. I think that's what really made the big difference for you.
100%.
So
yeah, the
talk
food,
about that.
the meal prep, I think, is really key. Just not just for the 90-day, but in general. And it changed my lifestyle for after that 90-day. After that first 90-day, I never stopped meal prepping. Yeah, every now and then life gets in the way, and it's not perfect every single Sunday. I'm not going to always meal prep, but I make it my priority to make sure I meal prep every week, unless, I'll set myself up for failure if I don't. And I'll just, if I'm starving, I just go for those poor choices. If I have it ready to go, set for the day, I know what I'm going to eat every day, all week long, it's there. It's in my fridge. I open my fridge. I don't have to cook anything. You get home, you're tired. I had a really difficult job where I'd get home and I was like, the last thing I want to do is open up a bag of vegetables and start chopping. So if you do that on the weekend and you meal prep, makes the biggest difference. That plus your workouts and your detailed workouts where you were really honing in on my own body type, you really shaped my body the way you knew I wanted it.
Yeah.
And you knew exactly when I should do cardio and weight training, and that was huge. You would be like, yeah, Jen, you need to do 3 days cardio, 3 days weight training or whatever it was, and I would try my very best to get those workouts in every single week, and that's what transformed my body for sure.
And you did, and that brings up a good point. Like, if you fail to plan to fail. And that's what I would tell people during the 90, like, Saturday is the day to go to the supermarket, Sunday is the day to prep, and Monday is the day to, like, put everything into play. And you really, really took that and you didn't miss anything for that 90. You really transformed your body. And with you, you're so intense with your exercise and, you know, you want to give more and more and more. But sometimes we had to pull you back a little because we didn't want you to get too bulked where you want to just lift. We had to kind of change your style of more of a relaxed, long, lengthening type of workout instead of a such intense, because that's all we know. Like, you know, we think the harder you go, the better the results, the quicker. But that's not necessarily true. You have to condition your body for the way you want it to look, the way you want it to be.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And you've done that. You've, like we said, you've leaned out, but you've really elongated out as well, which was like the big thing, because I'm no giant myself. We're not the tallest people in the world.
4'11" and a half. Hello.
All right, there
Actually,
you go.
4'11" I recently found out, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, 5'9", bullshit. Anyway, so like we have to constantly, because we're have naturally built muscle, and I could become just like a little muscle, just a muscle shark, just full of muscle. And you could get like that too if you left. But we were working on really being long and our posture and accentuating. And I remember helping you with the poses. Remember? Because you're like, Ty, help me to put, how do you do that with your leg out? I'm like, you could do it
So
too.
hard.
So you have to bring back the shoulder. But it really, what we focus on is elongating the body. We don't want to do anything where our posture is crunched over and the weight is too heavy and everything's just forced. We'd rather be doing lighter, longer, breathing, you know, elongating the muscles. And that's what's going to give you that physique look that you were looking for, that you were struggling to get the whole time, which now you got. So I'm super proud of you. And like I said, she went on to win the first 90. And it basically started a momentum for an entire lifestyle change for Jen.
100%.
Jen has been, so I've known Jen since high school. I did know her a little bit. We didn't really talk much. Jen was like quiet, studious, and I was even more quiet. No, I was loud, obnoxious, and like you said, you just remember me flailing through the hallways, high energy, slapping
Bumping
people,
into everyone,
bumping
cars.
into everybody. Yeah, I was like, you know, my favorite part of the day was in between classes when I got to move. I mean, try keeping me still for 8 hours a day.
No.
My mother tried, you know. She tried. They tried to medicate me. It didn't go well. Did not go so well.
Clearly.
I ended up cheeking a bunch of it. But anyway, she's like, you know, it helped you. I don't know about all that. Maybe I was just an 8-year-old boy that was full of energy. And energy is the greatest thing you could have, because we talk about this. And Jenergy will tell you, because she's always bringing the energy. Try it.
Enough.
She'll tell you. Like, because, yeah, people always want, oh, I wish I had that energy. I wish I had that energy when they're older. But then when you're younger, people want to criticize you for being so full of energy and full of life. But that's our natural state. That's how we're supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be, you know, an 8-year-old just said, I'm full of energy. So it's beautiful. As long as you can learn how to focus that and then direct it, that's the greatest gift you could have, you know? When people get older and I wish I had more energy. So we got that. Me and Jen have the energy.
Totally.
And so I'd known her in high school. And when she's like, do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then we looked in the yearbook and she's right, her picture's next to mine.
Literally.
Because, yeah, literally. Cause,
And there's a heart around my name and it says,
yeah, I wrote,
Tyler.
yeah. Oh. I had a heart around your name and it said Jen.
Yeah, that's right.
Because her last name is Faber and my last name is Frankel, my father's last name. I've adopted my mother's maiden name, which is my grandfather, Dan Lurie, because of all his work in the industry. But I'm proud to be a Frankel as well. But my industry name is Tyler Lurie, because has more clout and people recognize that. But so we're right next to each other, F.A. and F.R. So we're literally on the same page. So when I went home and I looked at my yearbook, I was like, oh shit, we did go to school together. She's right next to me. But it's awesome, because who knows if we'd have been as close and as friendly as we are now.
Right.
And so different times, different places. I'm actually closer to you than a lot of other friends that I grew up with that, you know, distance and things happen in life. But like I said, I'm super proud of Jen. And when she graduated from college, she got her degree in, what was it?
Healthcare administration.
Healthcare administration. And she worked in the assisted living.
Actually, nursing home, I was in, yeah. So I trained to be a nursing home administrator, got my license. Took me a long time. I was doing my master's at the same time. I was basically just living in the library. And then I was like, I can't wait to finish this because then I get to go to my real job in the real world. So I did, and I worked in a nursing home, and I was trained. I became the assistant administrator of a 600-bed nursing home. It was a great job. I had a business card. I was 23 years old, and I was really just killing it in my career. I was really excited about it. And then I became licensed to actually practice and have my own nursing home. So I did, and I moved on to that. And it wasn't all what I thought it would be. Let's just put it that way. Never worked so hard in my life. I had a nice gig when I was the assistant administrator, and then when I became the administrator, and I was really like in charge, like at the top, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. And I had my second thoughts. And it was after my first year of working there, I met you. And that's when I became connected with Lurie Fit.
Nice.
And that's when I was like, oh my God, I missed fitness so much. I was doing it, I was always working out, but you put me back into like a program, and you weren't per se my personal trainer, but you became my personal trainer by me joining Lurie Fit because you offer that personal attention to every single member.
Well, it's like a coach.
Right.
I was a coach.
Exactly.
Coach is basically like a trainer. I see everything, and I just saw a lot of potential in you. And I saw how sometimes miserable you were coming into the gym and how happy you were leaving, And you'd always let me know, like, today, like, it's a lot. They try to keep you there, and you were working your butt off, and it just weren't happy. I could see it in you that you weren't happy. Like, everything was exactly how it was supposed to be, but it just didn't feel right.
Correct. That's exactly it.
So,
yeah.
And I could see it all in you, like, you had a great relationship, you're getting your own place, you have the job, everything should be, perfect, but you just weren't happy. And it was killing me because I know how happy of a person you are. And I see you on the mat, and like, Jen was one of those people that like, all right, guys, grab water, and she's just doing jumping jacks in the corner. I'm like, all right, tone it down.
Burpees. Jack, push, climb.
Or she'll do like a jumping jack that's like a jumping jack you've never seen before. She jumps like a foot higher than anybody else and like, yip it. Comes back down and yip it.
It's all that energy.
Exactly.
It's all that energy.
So
can I say?
I was like, she's built for this. She loves this. And she's like, if it was up to me, after class, she comes to me wide-eyed, like sweaty. She's like, if it was up to me, I'd train all day, every day. I'm like, Jen, it is up to you. She's like, it is? I'm like, yeah, this is your life. You don't want to wake up one day like, 50 and be like, why did I do this for the last 20 years? I'm miserable. I hate this. I mean, sure, it's great. You do get to help the elderly and everything, and there are benefits to that. But just the people and the families, it was a lot.
A lot.
It was a lot.
Took a toll on me emotionally, physically. The hours were crazy. On call 24/7.
24/7.
Two phones on me all the time. I would actually literally leave it alone during your class, and I would just be like, whatever, for that 1 hour, and then I'd go back to it, and then the anxiety would start again, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. Over time, I realized, and every day I'd have a conversation with you about it, every single day, and you're trying to get something implanted in my head, and it was you were planting that seed in my head, and I knew that something was going to happen down the road.
Well, I saw it when you came in. Like, it's so different when you come in now. You're just like happy. Where you came in, it's just, I saw you carrying the stress of the whole day on you. And it was just like, you didn't even want to talk about it. Just let's get to the bag. Let's get to punching. And I'm like, the Jen at the beginning of class and the Jen at the end of class is two different people. But I knew exactly what she was going through because I've gone through that as well. I've been in a place where I just wasn't happy. And I felt like there's a next step, but it's nerve-wracking as hell to take that step, especially with financial situations. If you're making good money and you have bills to pay, and going out on a limb seems really, really nerve-wracking and scary. But at the same time, staying in that industry seems nerve-wracking and scary too. So you get to like a point where it's like, all right, I've invested time. I haven't invested my whole life yet. I still got plenty of time in front of me. What am I going to do? Am I going to keep on living this? It's kind of like being in a bad relationship.
Definitely.
It's like being in a bad relationship. It's like, I've already been with this person for 2 years.
Just stick it out.
You know, maybe I'll just stick it
Yeah,
out. Next
why
thing
not?
you know, you're married, you have kids, you're smoking a cigarette on the porch, your tummy's out to here, you're saying, what the hell happened to me? Look at this picture. I used to look like this. You know?
You
But
nailed it. You
It's
nailed it.
2019, and it's like people make money just sitting on the computer doing stuff, internet selling. Like, you can make money. The key I found is passion. Wake up for something that you want to get up in the morning that you're waking up 20 minutes early for because you can't sleep. You're so excited. That's what happens to me during the 90s. I wake up at like 6 a.m. I'm like, shit, class in 2 hours. I don't know what to do. Trying to go back to sleep, but that's what it is. When I had a job that I didn't want, snooze, head over covers. I just want to sleep. I don't want to get up. And like, you deserve better than that for you. So it is nerve-wracking because let's be honest, it's hard to make a living in anything, first off. But second, like in the fitness industry. And I saw a lot of people in the industry that are like trainers at life clubs or other places that have been trainers, there for 20, 30 plus years. And then you see them getting out of there and their car looks beat up or they're this or that. And you're saying to yourself, is this what it's going to be for me? But I started to realize with my grandfather, like, no, it's more than just being a trainer. We could be entrepreneurs. We could take it to a whole nother level. We could sell product. We could make videos. It's a whole different world out there. And then I started planting the seed, and Jen said, like, Jen, you should start thinking about, fitness. She's like, what do you mean? I think about fitness all the time. I come to train. I'm like, no, as a career. And like, that's a daunting thing because, everybody will tell you not to. And what matters a lot to us is the opinion of our parents. Like, if your parent says to you, like, I don't think you should. And like, you'd be like, yeah, screw that. Like, I'm going to do what I want. But then at the end of the day, that always, no matter what, we respect our parents. We love our parents. We look up to them. Their opinion matters a lot to us. But the truth of the matter is I'm not living my life for them. I have to live my life for me, just as they live their life for themselves. You can't give up your own happiness just to make somebody else happy. When you try to make everybody else happy, you end up miserable.
Absolutely. And it's extra hard here, where we live, So I always grew up in a household where it's like, okay, first you go to high school, you get a nice degree, then you go to a really good college, then you get your master's, and then you get a really good job, you work your way up to the top, and then you have no life. And I was like, you know what? That story, that book, that's not working. I'm going to close that book, and I'm going to open up a new one.
A box life.
Box life.
Everything's a box.
No, wasn't going to work for me. I knew deep down in my heart. I knew while I sat in the library when I was 23 years old writing my thesis, I knew in my heart that this was probably not going to make me so happy. But I was like, no, I got to get the job and I'm going to be great and I'm going to do this and that. And I think that definitely the parents thing had something to do with it. But I also just think society, you see where everyone else is going. You're like, oh, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to move forward in my career. I'm going to wear my suit and heels every day, work my way up to the top. And I'm going to make tons of money and I'm going to, go wherever I want, spend money wherever I want, and money won't be an issue. I think, people really revolve their lives about that dollar sign.
Then comes the house, the kids, the white picket fence, the
That's
dog.
Right. That's right. And is that cheap on Long Island? No, it's not.
It's definitely not. And like that's like the relationship thing too, where like in a year something could happen in a relationship where you're like, oh, this person isn't for me. But like it's 2 years in, and then your parents are like, when are you getting the ring? When to like me, like when's this or that gonna happen? And then all your other friends are getting married, and then
pressure,
and then they're having kids. And then, parents, when am I going to be a grandpa already? Where the fuck did that come from?
What's the next thing? What's the next? Like, why?
The next thing is whatever's going to make me happy.
Exactly.
Because there's no price to happiness. Like, look at these people that you think have it all that end up killing themselves, that are miserable. Because happiness, you can't put a price on it. Yes, you need to make enough money to be able to have shelter and food. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have the biggest house right away. You don't have to have, if you're enthusiastic and you love what you do, it's going to pay dividends in the end. People are going to see it, and it's going to be something you want to wake up to every day in the morning. Right. Like, you don't want to just get stuck in that trap of settling. And that's what it felt like for you. It was like the business was almost a hard settle that you were getting into.
I was definitely settling, and I didn't even realize it. Like, subconsciously, I was settling.
Yeah, you were settling. And a lot of people do, It's scary out there. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that people are afraid of is just like making a change. Just,
Scary to lose the paycheck. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the change.
Yeah,
that's
it's scary. It's really scary, especially where we live and the rent that I had, that I decided to pay when I got that job. Right.
And the lifestyle
and
that
the
you
lifestyle that I
live.
live.
Going out, the dinners,
Yep.
the bottles of one, bring another bottle.
Send another bottle
Another
over.
bottle
Or
on my
two.
table. Next thing you know, you're at Kaima. That bill's like $700.
Sure is.
It's like,
Sure is.
damn, trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
But the same thing happens to me. My mother would be like, why didn't you go to that Kaima? Like, dude, his entree is like ridiculous. I'm trying to do
crazy.
something here. I'm trying to, But she said, well, there's a lot of nice girls. So what? I meet some girl there that wants me to take her on. My heart starts going, not there yet. We'll get there, but
It takes time.
And that's not what it's about for me either. It's about that connection with people and having fun and being happy. Mm-hmm. You can't do what other people want you to do. Like, I realized when I was young, these clothes would look amazing. Tyler, it looks amazing on you. And I hate it. I'm not, but then you wouldn't wear it and then it'd make you feel like, but no, screw that. I'm going to do me. And that's like a golden rule. And I'm so happy now that you're doing you. So let's talk about a little bit about how you made the switch from career paths from assisted living or like you said, retirement homes to full out fitness.
Right. So I actually left that first job as the nursing home administrator, and I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, I have to add that when that transition happened, someone said to me before I left that nursing home, this very wise person looked at me and said, my higher up, said, why don't you just leave this and go do fitness? And I laughed in her face. I laughed really hard. And I'm like, that's insane. Are you crazy? I literally thought she was nuts. Well, look at me now, because I left there and I went to assisted living thinking the grass would be greener, maybe easier. Nursing homes are very regulated. Assisted living's a little bit less. I was happier at this company, and then I was telling my member I was coming to work, and I was like, it's great.
I was waiting for the wall to crash down. I'm like, Jen, everything's great at the beginning. Honeymoon phase.
It was great for 3 months. I was so
Honeymoon
happy.
phase, 90 days.
3 months, so happy. And then all of a sudden I felt it. Felt it. Everything was like hitting me really hard. I was like, I'm just going to stick it out 5 more years, I said. 5 years. And then after a year, I said, I just can't take that. I finished the 90 day.
Yeah.
I finished the 90 day.
And that was huge for you.
Yeah.
That's when and that really built a lot of momentum for you. Like, you realized, like, I could do this and I'm inspiring others, because that's what it's all about. You really inspired so many people around you. And that is like, that fuels you to inspire others, and then the fuels you, and then the positive feedback. It's like great. It's like a real positive, almost like a culture that you're bringing.
That's what it was. It was literally your family and you at Lurie Fit. Everyone, whatever
thanks.
It was that they said to me after every single class, or even during class, whatever, the way that place made me feel when I walked out the door and into my car at the end of the day, nothing could ever, I can't explain it. And that's why I drive home every night. And I would be like, I don't think I'm doing the right thing with my life. I think I need to make a change. And finally, you can ask my boyfriend. I sat in front of the computer with my resignation letter for the entire day on a Monday. I sat there staring at it, reading it 150,000 times.
I could imagine you just like,
yeah, can't do this. Once I click that button,
send.
my life's going to literally make like a 360. It's gonna turn upside down. So really 180. So I sent it. And I gave 4 weeks notice. And during that 4 weeks, it didn't feel real. It really didn't, until a Monday arrived and I was packing my gym bag, putting on my sneakers and my gym clothes to go to work at 7 a.m. And let me tell you, that was in like May. And it's been it's slow.
Yeah, nothing
slow.
is easy.
Mm-hmm,
like I said, nothing's easy.
Mm-hmm. And I was already teaching because of you also. I was teaching at my gym.
And you taught at Lurie Fit. You were
Exactly.
teaching Sunday classes.
Right, true.
Which I wanted to get you in because you're comfortable with the people and you know your shit. And especially when it came to the kickboxing. Jen's a purple glove. She's been training kickboxing with me for like 3+ years. And her skills are on point when it comes to her kickboxing, her kicks, her punches. She looks really, really legit. because she is.
Thank you. I love it. I mean, it's such a thrill. Like, you can't get a better workout than that. And like, you just get everything out of you. Like, all that energy, all that energy just comes out. So I was
you get
already
to hit things.
Yeah, that too. So, you know, I was already teaching a kickboxing class once a week while I was at that assisted living, and I loved it. That was another thing, is that for a year, you know, and through the 90-day, I was teaching a kickboxing class, not with the gloves, without the gloves, but and I loved it. I would every day. I was like just so inspired. So luckily that gym was able to bring me in for a job. So when I did quit my job, I had something lined up. So that made me feel good. And they brought me in as a personal trainer once I got my certification, and as a group fitness instructor. And I started off with one class there, and I now have it was up to 7 at one point, or 9 when I fill in. So I'm all over the schedule. They just kept adding me onto the schedule. I have a really great following over there. The group fitness people it's so much fun. They love me. And there's not a better thrill than that, like teaching my classes. Yeah. And then so I got the certification 2 months ago now. And now I am training clients. And,
personal training,
and it's growing. It's happening, and I love it. And every day, you know, is just, I learn new things, and I wake up every day, and if I get there even at 5:30 in the morning and I get home at 9 o'clock at night, it doesn't even feel like I worked. It doesn't even feel like it, because I'm so happy. And also, one thing I want to add is that my boyfriend, Ariel, if it weren't for him, I really probably would not have been able to quit my job. He has been a huge support to me. You know him. He's an awesome guy.
Best.
And, you know, he has completely supported my decision. He was a personal trainer himself. He did what I did. Everything that I've been doing is what he did. So it's really funny. And he actually laughs. Like, he's like, I'm repeating like his life. Like, I'm living his life that he lived years ago when he realized that like it wasn't like his true passion in life. He's in sales. He works for Paylocity. It's a really big company. He does great in sales. And he's doing really well. And that's why I'm able to pursue this and take time to build in my career. So I'm really, really grateful for him, and I love him so much.
I think also with him living the healthy lifestyle with you, it also, he'll cook, you cook, it's really helped you a lot.
We're on the same page with our diet. We eat the same when we go supermarket shopping. It's like amazing. Like, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I'd be right now. He supported me during the 90-day challenge. We meal prep the same stuff. We eat the same food. We like the same food. So that's pretty incredible, and that's a huge plus.
That's amazing. It definitely makes it easier when you have a support system like that, and you have an amazing support system. So
he's
awesome.
Great.
That's it. And that's the key to life, is happiness and the connection with other people. Building these connections with people and helping each other in a positive way. Because like I say, you know, there's so much negativity out there now, and everybody's just me out to get you, especially in the corporate world, you know. It's not like that. There's enough to go around for everybody. You know, there's enough clients, there's enough classes, there's enough people. If you're creative enough, if you're smart enough, if you're resourceful enough, you can make anything happen. And we spoke about this a lot between me and you. We tried so many things, like bouncing, stroller fit. Remember we were going to do that?
Yeah, stroller fit.
I wanted to do a bunch of that because I just saw it in you. I knew you had the potential from the top. You reminded me of me a lot, especially when you started now. Like, just being nervous for the class and having to have the right music, and maybe I'll write that. I was doing that when I first started training. I'd be the night before, an hour before, I'm like writing down what I'm going to do. They're looking the other way. I'm ripping out the obviously. I know you don't. But at the beginning, you're like, me too. I need to write it down. I need to make the music. I need to do everything. You know, but then after a while, you realize, like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. And you make it happen. But it was a big step for you. Like I said, we would talk about it all the time after class. We'd hang for like half an hour, talk.
An hour.
Well, we'd get into we'd weight train after, because we had open gym. We'd weight train, we'd talk. Like, why aren't you doing this? And then when I get to see you helping other people, that's when I really knew. When you would help other people on the mat, you know, holding mitts or giving other people advice. I was like, she's a natural. She's here to help people. She wants to share. She's not like one of those people that wants to hold on to all their workout. Just me. I'm going to be the only one with abs. No, like, you want to share with everybody. You don't come from that scarcity background. You come from like that, I hope I'm saying the right word, plethora?
Yes.
That makes sense?
Correct, Tyler.
All right.
You got it.
I was in the NAP classes. You were in the AP classes.
NAP. Love it.
Not advanced placement. I was in the resource room. I was in the RR. But y'all, let me tell you something about the resource room. We had so much fun back in that room. I'm sure you've never been into this wing of the school.
No.
but they read you the tests. You get extra time, and if you wait long enough to where they want to go home, like 3 o'clock, they'll start being like, "Are you sure it's not B? B looks like a good." I might go with B. I'm like,
and that's how you pass.
I'm like, I think it's C. They're like, "Just give me the pen." They're like circling the Scantron for me. B. He was a nice boy. He was a lovely child. I tried, so I would just charm them. But they'd help me out. Like, I figured out. I was in that shit till I was like in the second grade. There was, since the second grade till I graduated, there was like, what was it in elementary? They would take the kids out for the gifted program, but it was called something else. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
They'd be like, all right, we're going to take out, they'd like name like 4 kids in your class. Like, all right, you're coming out for the gifted, but like this one, this one, this one, this one. And then they'd call out like me and Stein and like Jesse. And I'd be like, yeah, we're going to the gifted class. The gifted class would walk upstairs. They'd bring us downstairs. And we were in not the gifted class.
Oh my God.
I figured it out after a while. I was like, I can't believe we're in the gifted program. And they were like, I was like, they read to you in the gifted program to like the other kids in class? They were like, no, we're doing like complex equations. I was like,
We're
like,
not doing that.
no, we're like, yeah, we're like taking our afternoon meds and trying to learn how to read. I'm trying to learn how to read. But I figured it out. I learned how to read eventually.
That's good.
Yeah, it's helpful in this life.
I'm really proud of you.
It's still a struggle, but
I do help you every now and then. That's true. Yeah.
The only book I've ever read is my grandfather's book, Heart of Steel. But it's a good book. It's why wouldn't I read it? It had my picture in it, so I had to.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good train reading. Just like you, I was working in the city, and I was doing working for a production company, dealing with lighting in the city, and I just wasn't happy. I would go there, and I wasn't getting paid well at all. But I would go there, and they'd work me to the bone, and I wasn't happy. I know I wanted to be in production, but not necessarily lighting. There was nothing like sexy about, ooh, we're gonna set up this corner light, and it's gonna like. Some people are into lighting, some people are into sound. I was more into, editing and shooting and creative writing and the more creative stuff, which you can definitely get creative with lighting and stuff. But for me, it was, me. I'm like, I have to go. I need moving objects. The lights aren't necessarily moving. It's like set up the light and shoot.
Probably not for you. Yeah.
No, and then I hated taking the train, and then I would just be hot in the hottest days of the summer and then the coldest days of the winter. Not for me.
Doesn't sound fun.
But, and it was what it was. And then I came in one day and they called me into the office, and one of my bosses that was there the day before, like in charge of all the production assistants, he was like, Tyler, you're doing great. Let's have a drink on Friday. You're doing great. We had a drink on Friday after, doing great. I come in on Monday. I'm like, where's the head guy? They're like, oh, we got rid of him. And then on Friday, that next Friday, they called me into the office and they're like, we're getting rid of you. And I was so upset. I was like, what did I do? Like, I did everything. And they're like laughing at me. They're like, it's nothing you did. They're like, it's business. It's not personal. And then I was like, oh, so you can give your heart and soul to a place and then they could just snip you? I was like, okay, I need to do my own thing. Like, it was the worst feeling because I literally they'd have me on the West Side Highway carrying like all this crap, like go to this Adorama and pick this up and carry it all the way from like it's ridiculous stuff. Like really heavy, carrying stuff by myself, getting paid dirt. But I would do it, because I'm like, it's going to pay off in the end and da-da-da-da. And then they just fired me. Mm-hmm. So I'm lucky I got that good lesson. Some people work for a company to get their pension for 20 years and then they're cut in year 19. Can you imagine that?
Yep.
So I thank God that didn't happen to me. But anyway, back to the Genergy. So now you're working for that, for what's the name of the club?
Health Tracks.
And you also teaching classes at?
The Max Challenge.
The Max Challenge.
In Glen Cove, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to come take a class, where are they going to go to see you?
You can go to Health Tracks in Garden City right here on Franklin Avenue, or you can go to the Max Challenge. It is a programmed gym. They're very different. One is just a studio for group fitness. The other one is a full gym. Health Tracks has a pool, sauna, the whole 9 yards, locker room, weight training, cardio machines. Both are great, very different kinds of feels. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll tell you more. And I teach muscle challenge at Health Tracks. So a lot of free weight lifting, abs, a lot of ball stability exercises, and then I teach kickboxing still over there.
Yes.
And my newest thing that I was asked to do is aqua class.
Yeah,
So
you loved it. You were on the
I
swim
love it.
team. Weren't you on the swim team?
I was on the swim
I
team.
saw it in the yearbook. I was like, there she is.
Yeah.
She's a Ziggy.
Yeah.
See, that's the name of the.
Ziggy.
We went to Hewlett together. And you want to know who else is a Ziggy?
No.
I dove
That's right,
for
you
1
were a
year.
diver. I know. I know
dove.
that. I know more about you than you think, Tyler.
Oh,
okay?
God. Well,
We spent many a nights together. Okay, not that way.
we did? Oh, training at the gym.
Training.
Same
Training.
thing. What the hell is she
Training
talking
at the
about?
gym, yeah.
Anyway, no, I was on the diving team in the 11th grade, but then I got really stoned one day and got close to hitting my head on the board, and I was like, fuck this. I was just scared the shit. And my dad was like, it's because of the pot. You're scared. You don't want to do it. I was like, no, yes. But like, it was just, for me, it was just something to do because my friends were like, my friend Josh was like, come on, Tyler, like you always flip in trampoline. You do great. And I did good. But for me, it was just, wasn't the chlorine hurt my skin, it burned my eyes. And then it was in the dead of winter. I'd be waiting for my mom. She was always late to pick me up. I'd be freezing with wet hair, like waiting outside. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I remember being cold waiting out there.
Yeah,
I
I'd
do.
rather
I
just, like-
specifically remember that feeling, yeah.
I'd rather get my skateboard or whatever. But what I did like about it was that everybody got a chance to go. Like, you got your moment where, like other sports, like football, when I played football in middle school, they might not play me. They didn't put me in that much. I was very small. But at least on the diving, you get the moment where everybody, shh, here comes Tyler in his Speedos in front of the whole school. And
Everybody look.
Everybody look. And then
Take a picture.
Yeah, everybody would. And hopefully you'd land the dive and you'd stick it. 8.8, 9, 10. Or you'd hit your head on the board, go into the water, knocked unconscious, and they go after you. Yeah, I was like, you're right. So I did that for a year. But you did swimming for like ever,
8
right?
years.
You did it for 8. You're like
Yeah,
the
a long
real
time.
deal.
Yeah, that's because my dad was a swimmer, so he got me into that really young.
Nice.
Yeah, loved it.
What, and Solnick was the coach?
Yeah, for 1 year, and then I forgot the name of the other one.
Did my cousin, Carrie, was he a
Yes,
coach?
Gary. Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
That's my cousin.
I didn't, with the red hair, curly red hair.
No, that was the woman. She was the diving coach.
Oh God, I'm sorry. No.
She was the elementary gym teacher as well.
Oh, I didn't
I remember
know
because she remembered me when she came. She's like, Tyler? I was like, yeah. She's like, remember I was your gym teacher or whatever. I was like thinking, and I was like, oh, I remember she did us like the carnival. She had us like doing juggling with like, she had us juggling with like handkerchiefs so they'd like float so you could take time and catch them.
That's an interesting memory.
I remember that. And then she helped me with my diving. Missed something. Yeah, she wasn't Carrie.
Oh, okay, my bad. I don't remember anything from high school. I tried to just black that out.
I had a great time jumping around in the hallways, starting trouble with everybody.
Glad you did. Glad you did.
It was fun, when I was there. But that was good. I saw you just recently went on a trip. It looked amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, my first vacation in a long time, and I really do appreciate a day off. But although I went to Italy and it wasn't exactly a vacation, I think I need a vacation from that vacation. But it's really different in this field. I don't have vacation days. I take a day off. I got to hustle when I get home. So I came home after 10 days of this wonderful trip of being on another planet, and I got to hustle. I got to come home and I got to like get clients, and I got to, I started like panicking a little bit, but I think it's something that I'm going to get used to, but it's already picking up so fast because it's the busy season. But yeah, so my trip was awesome. I enjoyed myself. I ate whatever I wanted.
Looked amazing. Where
I
were you?
worked out for 3 days while I was there.
I saw you post. I was like, she's posting videos on vacation.
I kicked my boyfriend's butt.
Yeah,
kicked his butt, made him work out for 3 days.
What was where were you exactly?
We stayed in Tuscany in a villa for like 5 days or so.
That's in Italy?
In Italy. And then we took a day trip to Florence one day. My boyfriend and I ended up staying overnight, so made it 2 days. And then we went to the Amalfi Coast, beautiful, stayed in Positano, visited Capri. It was beautiful, breathtaking, incredible. And then we ended in Rome.
That's awesome.
It was
looked
great.
the photos
Wine.
looked absolutely amazing. Looked like
you.
it was fun.
It was.
You guys looked like you were having a great time.
was.
How's the wine out there?
Oh my God, I'm a really serious wino for those of you out there. Red dry wine, just FYI.
We train hard, but we also like to enjoy hard as well.
Yes. I'll have a glass of wine. I mean, not too often, but I really enjoy my wine. Normally when I start with one glass, I get carried away, so I have to stop myself. I'm just totally in love with red wine.
Listen, I'm no
Not even food, red wine. I just want red wine and cheese.
I had 2 nice glasses last night.
No
and it was
way.
delicious. I enjoy. I dabble as well, Jen.
You dabble?
I dabble.
I don't
I dabble in
believe
the
it.
alcohols from time to time.
I need to be invited next time while you dabble.
Oh, you just had your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks.
You had a little get together on Saturday, I saw.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Little dabbling, I'm
Little
sure.
dabbling here and there. Couple glasses.
Just a few.
Maybe a bottle.
Or two.
You know me well.
Listen, everybody has to have fun. Like, people that think you need to be super hardcore, like to be in fitness, it's like, you got to enjoy life. Like I say, happiness, it's all about balance, really.
Right.
I'm not saying to go so extreme one way that you're getting sick, but I'm not saying that you can't have a few drinks. Like during the 90s, some people give up drinking. We've done that. And then there's some 90s where you don't. You know, but like I tell the people, just have a few, as long as it doesn't give you a case of the fuck-its. This is what happens. Sometimes you'll drink and then you say, fuck it, I'm ordering this, I'm getting that. It's hard.
Munchies.
Oh, yeah, the drunken munchies or whatever it is.
Big problem.
But I just carry protein bars. My friends would be like, how many are you going to eat? As many as I have to. I would just eat 5, 6. I don't want to get the fuck-its. You know? And it's hard. I'm at the gym every morning at 7:45 a.m. There's no days off, 7 days a week. So I have to know if I'm doing that, you better hydrate because you got to be on point in the morning because it's a physical job. And especially now with the jiu-jitsu, the Muay Thai, and the MMA, I'm in there. I'm grappling with the guys. I'm striking with the guys. I can't show them any weakness. You know, I got to be there and I don't want to feel weak either. So it's good. It's been a good lifestyle change for me the last 3 years because if I'm not on a track, I'm off the rail. I need something, a goal, something in the distance to work towards. If I have something to work towards, I'm focused, I'm ready to go. But if there's nothing, it's like, why not have another drink? Why not do this? But when I have something like to be at the gym at 7:45, all right, no matter what, it hits 3 a.m., I'm going home.
Right.
You know, and that's late. It started off at 1, I'd go home. Then the second year was 2. Now I'm pretty good. I can't go past 3. 3 a.m., that's it. Because if I stay up past 3 and I have to wake up at 7:45, it's just, I'm dreading it. And the last thing I want to be doing is dreading my favorite thing. It's like, because I know that's not me. I'm like, now I'm being affected by other things that aren't me. So it's what's all about balance.
It's a physical job too. So like 5 hours of sleep is not enough anymore. It's not like I'm going to work to go sit in a chair. I'm standing all day. I'm active all day between my group fitness every single day and personal training people. You're exercising, you're moving your body all day long. You need your energy. You need to be on point. And definitely that is pushing me to maintain that lifestyle.
Yeah, of course.
But I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't start off with you, you know, and because I learned so much about also how my body processes different foods. I really see the benefit of what, diet and the clean eating and how it made me feel, the energy I have. People are literally every day amazed by my energy. I am crazy.
They're like, what are you on?
Yeah,
what
every day.
They're like, Adderall, Coke, what is it? Jen's like, life.
Yes.
I'm on life.
Yes.
They're like, whoa, that's a lot of life coming at me fast.
I'm a lunatic. They all think I'm crazy. But
I saw a lot of you in me.
Yeah, I'm definitely crazy. But, and I really think that's from the diet. Eating a clean diet, it's not about like, oh, she's some people might look at me and say, oh, she's eating healthy so she could be skinny. No. I'm eating clean so I could feel good. I want to feel good because, in Italy I enjoyed myself, but man, I'll tell you right now, I felt like crap. Like
I know about
crap.
That.
Like I enjoyed myself, but really I didn't feel good and I couldn't wait to get home and eat a salad.
I know that feeling exactly.
Salad. I wanted broccoli. Oh my God, I ate so much broccoli last night. I was just like loading up on it. It's crazy, but that's what I want.
Live things that are greens, real food, real energy that is through the food. It takes energy from the sun to grow the vegetables, the plants, the animals that we eat or the meat or whatever. It's energy, it's building, it gives us good energy.
Right.
And like I needed that change too, so I'm excited. We're doing in September 30th, we're doing a 30-day challenge at the gym. And it starts September 30th. It ends October 29th. It's a mini 90-day challenge. It's just 30 days of clean eating, 30 days straight. 5 days of like weight training or whatever specific for your goal, because everybody has different goals and I'm working with everybody individually making their routine, and 3 days at least of classes a week. So it's a really good kickstart. I didn't want to do too many of the 90s, because then it takes away the specialness of the 90. And I didn't want to become like my things just all gimmicky. But we needed, after the summer and September and now October is coming, we need a little 30. I needed it.
I like the idea.
I needed it. So we're all going to do it, and everybody makes their own goals, and they're crushing it. Everybody from some people are weight gain, some people are weight loss. The guys mostly, they want to put on muscle, they want to gain weight, or some really, really like toothpick skinny girls that want to put some muscle on. But most people want to shred out. Flexibility is big. We're working other things. People have small goals, like just be able to jump rope for 5 minutes straight. It's these small term goals that are all building up to the long term goals.
Right.
And it's just a kickstart, because I was like, I need to eat clean for 30 days, because I just feel better. I feel lighter. I feel more energy. I hate when I could feel just like my blood is thick.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, but I can't explain it. But
it's
I get
thick
that.
blood.
I get that.
It's just everything is thick and pressed against the skin, and you're just like, I need a nap. The only cure is a nap, and then you wake up and you're like, am I going to eat pasta again?
Oh my God, I don't want pasta ever again after that trip. Oh my God, never.
Never say never, Jen.
Oh my God, no. I'll eat chickpea
never.
pasta. Give me some lentil pasta, chickpea pasta, but not regular pasta. That stuff just sits, guys. It just sits.
Yeah, if you ever put pasta in a pot and let it sit there overnight, watch how much the noodles expand.
Oh my God.
That's what it's doing inside you.
That's what it did.
It just expanding.
I felt it.
Yeah, and it's hard to break down, but damn, you get some of that vodka sauce in there, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Listen, we're human. We get it. I get it, but it's all about balance, and it's all about doing those healthy lifestyle changes and getting a good little momentum and understanding, a better understanding. And like I told you, when you started, I'm like, Jen, your body's going to start going through some changes. She's like, changes? What do you mean? I'm like, you're going to start having some changes. Not middle school changes, but you're going to start, you're like, I don't understand. The weight, it's coming off of me. What's happening? I'm like, because you're doing everything. You're putting it all together. You're doing the weight training, you're doing the cardio, and you're doing the dieting. You're doing the 3 pillars. And that's what Lurie Fit is all about, the 3 pillars of fitness, which is cardio, weight training, and diet. When you put those together in a smart, healthy way, your results are, that's how people become professional bodybuilders or professional physique. The people that are doing I'm sure they're doing other shit too, which we do not do and we don't endorse. All natural here, that's one of my biggest things, and my grandfather always told me all natural is the way to go, because he had a lot of friends that were passing away very, very young from steroids and drug use like that. But all natural, no steroid. Nothing, none of that. You could have our wine, a little bit of some other shit, but no steroids, definitely no enhancing drug or anything. I even drink like Vega Pro because it's vegan based, because you don't even know what they're putting in half the shit. They put stuff in them all. Like I remember my friends used to take this creatine and they'd be like, I'm getting jacked. And then like a year later, the FDA pulls it off the shelves because it's like filled with just crazy shit.
All the chemicals.
And then they just melt down right after. They don't have it anymore.
Right.
So it was, all that stuff is all natural's the way to go. And like we said, body starts going through changes and you start seeing results every week. It becomes an addiction, I'm down this, I'm down that. And Jen also would put on the sauna suit, hit the treadmill, sweat out 2-3 pounds. She really wanted it, and she went after it and she got it. And it really gave momentum for the first year, the 90, the second, the third year. By the third 90, she's really ready. Like, this is what I want to do. And I really enjoy helping people and helping yourself at the same time. It's like, what's better than helping others and it helping you? It's really great.
Right. Absolutely.
It's
I love
amazing.
people. I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't love people the way I do and feel so passionately about helping them. When I see someone who's extremely overweight walking across the street or walking, whatever around me, when I see anyone that's overweight, someone that can't fit onto a chair, I feel terrible, and I just want to reach out and help them and try to get into their head and plant the seed in their head. Like, you need to do this for you. Like, you need to be healthy for your children. I want people to be healthy. And a lot of people it comes down to like they're not educated about it. So I also read a lot now, being in the field, because I love to educate them. They want to learn. They want to understand, why your health is so important. Some people don't value their health. So it comes down to values too, or what your priorities. You know what? I'm sorry. I'd like to know why something would be more important than your health.
Health is your greatest wealth. That was always the saying in my family. But
I agree.
they just don't know what it's like to be on the other side. Maybe they've just spent their whole life on that side and it seems impossible. Listen, it's hard. Eating and exercise and some things are addiction. Like some people eat, it's
Definitely addiction.
it makes you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Definitely.
something that's always there for you, and to give something up that's been there for you for ever and always has been your blanket, your comfort. It's really daunting, like it's a lot, but you have to show them the benefits and how good. And you don't tell these people they can never eat. I'm never going to have a piece of cake again. That's not true. Like
everything in moderation. You're never
everything in
blocking anything out.
moderation.
You can't. But, it comes down to, trying to spread, your knowledge out to others and inspire. It's all about that inspiration, inspiring others. That's all I want to do. That's it. Every day. And I think I do touch lives every day. I touch a life every day in some way, shape, or form. And there's nothing that feels better than that.
I think the number one way to inspire is through you. Like as being a leader that you are now, you're leading these people. I think everything comes down to leading by example. And the more you push, the more they're like, damn, Jen really does it. Like, and then somebody tries to do it next to you, and then that girl's like, well, if she's doing it, I'm doing it. And then that guy's like, well, if this woman could do it, I can do it. And it's like a trickle-down reaction from just you,
right?
From the energy, the Genergy that you're putting out, And that's very important, I think, that you should just keep on putting it out and keep on working hard on yourself, and don't beat yourself up too hard because you're only human as well.
Right.
And just do the best you can.
Right.
I remember this when you first started. At the end of the day, you're like, why am I so drained? And I remember I said, I used to have the same exact feeling when I used to leave. I worked for the UFC Mega Gym in New Hyde Park. Whenever I left that gym, I would feel every day because I'd be in there for like 10 hours.
You mean in this field? In this field, yeah.
I'd walk out and be
drain.
like, physically dehydrated.
Yes.
So I was like, Jen, you got to drink water. She's like, I haven't drank any water today. You're right. Because you get so in the mode. You don't want to, you're talking, you don't really take time to sit. And we're so revved up. We're not even eating. We're going. We were so dehydrated at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Once I put a fridge in my gym and filled it with waters and I was cracking a water every day, all the time, I was like, because I remember I'd get in my car and I'd feel like my head was like hugging my brain, like so dehydrated.
Dehydration.
And I remember you told me, you were like, I don't know what's wrong. At the end of the day, I am a shot. I was like, you're dehydrated.
Yeah, like a different kind of shot from when I was working in long-term care. Like
long-term care will like mentally.
Stand. Yeah.
Long-term care will mentally.
Yeah.
But this one, you're like, it was a physical as well. Mentally, you feel like you're like, I love it. It was a great day, but like, I'm drained physically.
Yeah. Like could not drive home like every night. But now I'm definitely getting there with the change in lifestyle. It's a learning curve. It's every day I'm getting more used to it.
Yeah,
so.
you figure it out. And like I had to force myself to drink water and stuff too because I was like walking out of there and you get home and you're like, and then if you didn't have food prepped.
Oh, got a food prep.
Dude, I need everything. And I'd be like,
so important.
Everything's closed. And I don't even want to go in and deal with it. Where's the drive-through?
Right.
I'd see that golden arch.
Yeah, oh, God.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. I still do the golden arch once in a while. It's the only thing that's open. But train hard. And you could, like we said, you could party hard. You could eat like. But if I do eat like that and I am training hard, know that I'm not going to get results. I'm just going to maintain.
Right. You're going to maintain.
I'm going to maintain. And the difference is between maintaining and making the results is the diet. Right. So, yeah, now we're in good shape. We could stay moving and now get away with eating whatever. But we will maintain. And if you're happy with where you're at, awesome. Maintain. There's no problems with that. But if you want to take it to another level, which life is always about leveling up, because that's what I feel like is where we find our true happiness is within growth, within anywhere, growth in relationship, growth in business, growth in family. That's going to bring you happiness. So just small steps. And the best part about the whole fitness lifestyle is I think it's like applicable, applicable.
Applicable.
N-A-P-A. What was the word?
Applicable.
Applicable. All right. So it's like applicable to life. Mm-hmm. What you put in, you get in. And with your body, you can't cheat. You can't hide. You can't be like, I'm going to eat this and get away with it. Like, it has nowhere to hide. It's inside of you.
There, yeah.
You can't.
But when you weight train, you build muscle. And when you build muscle, your metabolism goes up. It keeps your fat percentage down. It stops that fat from building. So if you maintain that fitness lifestyle and you're weight training, cardio is great too, absolutely for fat burning. But having that lean muscle mass changed my life. Like I really feel like now.
Oh, now the lean muscle instead of the bulk muscle.
Exactly. So I really feel like I can enjoy myself and just, it's not really hard to live the way I'm living. That's just me living. This is my normal food diet. Like I crave this food now.
And we were thinking like with you just needed, like you said, you're 4'11" and a half. You just need to do lightweight. You didn't need to have heavy weights in your arms. Like you just needed lots of reps of lightweight.
Yep.
And you did it. So super proud of you, Jen. How's life besides that? How's everything? Tell me something. Talk to me. Was this your birthday? You got any good stories for me?
No, nothing that great. It was a wonderful birthday. I got to be with my friends and see everyone. A lot of people stopped by. It was really great. I made it very chill. I was like, guys, I'm going to be at a bar. You want to come? That's great. I don't care what time. I'm going to be at the bar from this time to this time. Show up. If you don't, you can't, no problem. So it was really chill. Got to see my brother. He was home for the weekend.
Dr. Faber.
Dr. Faber. He's going to be a hematologist, oncologist, and he's applying for
I have no idea what that
it's
means.
a blood cancer doctor because of my dad.
Yes,
Yeah.
Light the Night.
Yeah, that's coming up actually.
Yeah.
I might as well tell the world. It's October 19th because this is going to the world.
Yes.
It's October 19th, Light the Night. It's going to be my family's 10th year.
Wow.
We've raised probably close to $90,000 and hopefully this year we could raise $10K in the next 4 weeks. And we'll get to $100,000. So every year I think one friend is coming and I got 12 to 15 friends showing up, including you.
Oh, of course.
When you showed up, oh my God, it made my
light the
day.
night.
It made my day. And it's a really incredible night. It's at Eisenhower Park, October 19th at 5 p.m. It's a nighttime walk, great for kids. There's a great remembrance tent and you can light a candle. The walk is really short. It's just, there's fireworks at the end and it's something I wait for all year round and you should definitely come. It's awesome. And I do that for my dad.
How do people, if they want to support or like give donations, how would they go about that?
So you could go to lightthenight.org and look for the Long Island chapter or the New York City chapter, wherever they're at, look for your chapter. And then it says on the top, make a donation. And you can do that through their website. Or if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook page, I will have the link on there for you.
What is your Instagram or Facebook page?
My Instagram is fitness, J Fabe. Like my last name, Faber, Fabe. And then my Facebook, I'm going to be changing it, but right now it's Jen Lauren Fabes.
JLF.
JLF. The link is on there. I have a Facebook group as well, and the link is just going to be like constantly reposted all month like it is every year. My friends are probably like going to kill me. But
this is a big one. This is the 10th
This is the 10 year.
annual.
This is the big one. So I'm going to be hardcore this year. I'm probably going to make some shirts and I really want to hustle and try to make as much money as I can and raise funds.
Well, I'll definitely, if you give me like a little printout or something, I'll definitely put it in the gym. I know the Lurie Fit fam would love to support you and any and everything you do.
Thank
and
you.
I think that's really awesome that your brother's going after it. He's getting this cure hardcore.
He is. He's not even.
He's focused.
He's so focused. I mean,
He's a man on a mission.
He is. We went through a lot with my dad, in the hospital and being around the hematologist and the whole blood cancer unit. And I think that it really it touched his heart. So, and he's going for his dream. So, and he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And he's going to help people like my dad who had AML. And it's a horrible disease that, no one should ever have to suffer from. They're getting closer to cures, but it's going to take a while,
Listen, all things do, but I feel like with medicine and everything, the way that technology and everything's going, it's going to eventually, they're going to get it. They're going to figure everything out.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a wonderful event. You should definitely come. It's a beautiful event.
Eisenhower Park?
Eisenhower Park, Field 6, I think, or Field 5. You'll see all the cars.
I still have my red leukemia light the night.
The lamp,
the
China
lantern.
Bowl. It's like it's like a collapsible lantern.
Yeah,
I don't know if they do that
up.
anymore. Yeah.
Well, they better. I'm coming for my yellow one next year. Like you get a red or a yellow. I was like, I want both. They're like, you choose one. I was like, okay, I got the red one.
The red is for supporter, yellow is for in memory of, and white is for survivor.
Oh, I didn't know. Now I feel like an asshole. I'm like, give me the yellow one. I want the white one. So why don't I get the white one? They're like, guy, what do you... I'm just like, I just want all the
survivors.
tchotchkes. Yeah, all right. I'll stick with the red one now. I'll just support. That's beautiful.
And shout out to my really good friend, my best friend Teresa. She's a survivor of blood cancer as well.
Oh, amazing. I didn't know that. I remember Teresa. She went to school too. Also, shout out.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? And this Saturday, I'm going to be at the New York Fit Festival in Long Beach, right in front of the Allegria Hotel on National. It's our third year doing it.
So
You're out
fun.
there. I have a tent set up. Come check it out. Come say what's up to me. They got a bunch of other live events, live classes going on in the middle. They got like boot camp. They have some other kickboxing classes. They have Zumba. They have all bunch of stuff. They're giving away samples of things. You know, we have all the different tents. There's, they're giving out drinks, all this other stuff.
It's an awesome event, especially
Plus,
if you love
I'll be
fitness.
there from 8 to 5, so come hang out. Come say hello to me. I get very lonely if nobody comes says hello, but I have a feeling my tent will be popping. It always is.
It will. It definitely will.
And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Jen. We did an hour.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I just
you.
want to say real quick that this episode was brought to you by Headshots Long Island. And also, if you're looking to get into the studio or looking to get your headshots, you can go to headshotslongisland.com or robmartinstudio.com. You get right here. We're in Garden City. Ultimate badass studio. Perfect sound system, multicam shots, video, live capabilities. And you could do much, much more. You could record whatever you want. There's also a photo shoot room, video room. So whatever you're into, it's all here for you guys. But Jen, thank you so much.
Tyler.
We did it. We've been talking about it forever.
We have been.
And guess what? We did it. We covered a lot. I'm sure we have a lot more to cover. I'm sure Jen will be a guest on here.
Yes.
A reoccurring guest. And
Yes.
we're gonna get it all going. But for tonight, that's all. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for having me. It means
Jen,
a lot.
it was my pleasure. First annual 90-day challenge champion right there.
That's it.
Love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
See you later.